I just know from my own personal experience, when I hear a bump in the night, my immediate reaction is not to go to the window.
You go, ooh!
No, what happens
A
is...
phantom has entered my home!
Yeah, that's exactly what I talked exactly like that.
Boop, boop, boop. Hello, is this 911?
And I have a cartoon phone, too.
The devil is here! Send God!
Legend says that Alonzo Walling threatened that he would come back and haunt the area after he died. Some believe he may have kept his word.
That's the weirdest thing to do. Before you die, just be like, I'm gonna haunt you!
It means nothing to you at the time, but if it gets, other people all like crazy, then why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna make creaks.
No, not that specific. You're getting too specific now.
Oh, you gotta be.
You need to get more general.
Because then
with
every
your
time they
threats.
hear a creak, they'll think, that's Shane. I shouldn't have killed him. Anytime you get uneasy, that's me.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be on a jury.
No, neither do I.
I know it's like our duty as Americans, but keep me out of it.
It's a weird thing to think that two idiots like ourselves could make the call on somebody's
You
life.
shouldn't leave it up to us. You really shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think...
Like, recruit from Mensa or something.
Yeah. But I don't trust myself to preside over the cooking of a bagel in the toaster. That's like, I burn it all the time. You expect me to make a call on somebody's life, to give it the yes or no like I'm Commodus? That's insane.
The other day I turned the stove on to boil a pot of water and I turned the wrong burner on and I set a towel on fire.
Yeah, let's put this guy in charge of the murder trial. The guy who can't boil pasta.
The most terrifying night of her life. It all started around 1974. Carolyn Perrin was lying on the sofa in the living room when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her calf muscle. The muscle began to spasm, and when she looked closer, she noticed a pool of blood right where she'd felt the injury. She scanned the sofa for bees or anything else that could have stung her leg, but found nothing.
You know, when you wake up in a pool of your own blood, the first thought is,
Fuck, are there bees here?
Where's that dang bee? He got me again. You know how all bees stab you with a machete?
Let me scan for bees, really.
This is where she was lying when she got stabbed by what she, I guess, assumed was bees, as one would assume. But we don't have to talk about that right now. It's certainly an odd thing to assume.
Well, you know, you jump to conclusions when you feel a stabbing pain in a place where you usually take nice little naps. I always reported back by,
The certain time.
10 p.m. or so.
Yeah.
It was a cul-de-sac. Where were we gonna go?
Also, they'd find you rather quick, too. Be on the lookout for a big head boy.
Big head boy, that's what they called me. My parents, yes.
Big head boy. It doesn't look good if a baby is stabbed in the head and you're the last person to have been taken care of it.
No, I like that they're like, well, the town still didn't like her after that. And it's like, yeah, because she was watching a baby and the baby got stabbed.
It's not great. Sucks if she didn't do it, but
Yeah.
I mean...
The lady was like, well, they said I was a witch, but they didn't have any proof, even though that baby did get stabbed.
To be fair, have we checked the neighborhood for bees? Yeah, and it's always under 5 seconds.
It's not a creepy mustache. You don't have to call it that.
You certainly went into a creepy character, whatever the hell that was. It's not a creepy mustache. I don't know what you call it that.
a fucking disaster.
You're a disaster.
Deer also reportedly obtained medical records of Jason's, illegally some might add, by dressing up and impersonating a doctor at Cedar-Sinai Hospital for 2 weeks, where Jason had been a patient.
I don't like
I mean,
this guy.
he tricked people in a hospital for 2 weeks.
People were murdered. And this guy's playing dress up?
I know, but I'm just saying.
Whoa, what if I do this? Whoa.
Well, he was doing it because he was
I'll
chasing...
put on a funny wig.
In his mind, he was chasing justice. I mean, apparently the Police Hall of Fame thought so.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was just him making that up. Him in different costumes being like, yes, we're a real organization.
He cuts
Talk
the
to
video.
president.
So he's
yes,
talk-
hello, I'm the president. Hey, he looks like that other guy. He's got a mustache.
The dumbest thing we've ever shot on this show, and I think you deserve to see it.
Me.
Yes, by you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I was just about to go into my little... You wrote it off? Is that you sending it?
Yep.
You didn't even mail it? You just
Oh,
threw
I
it behind it?
threw it to a little
Well, I was
fountain.
just thinking if you put it in an envelope, you put that down.
Oh, yeah.
Lick a
Well, we're doing
stamp,
some
put it on.
object work here.
Put a stamp on it. That's good.
Put it.
Then you put it in the mailbox. Oh yeah, now you're like, now you close the letter. Now put that stamp on it. You gotta make sure you got a stamp on it. That's how you lick stamps, all right. Now you're taking it to the mailbox. Give it a little kiss before you send it off.
Hey.
Bye-bye. And now I'm the mailman coming to get it.
This is just like whose line? Wait, you be the mailman, I'll do the noise.
Ooh, it's a scorcher.
Ooh, it's a scorcher. Clear! Clear! Call it. He's fucking dead.
So, yeah, it could be sleep paralysis is what she's saying.
Yeah. And there you have it.
It's pretty good.
That's strange because
Why?
if your paw is laying there, his head turned to blood oatmeal, and you hear Ma come in, you're probably not just like, oh, I wonder what she's up to today. You're probably like, hey, Ma, you should probably come here. Not just, oh, I wonder if she's gonna go take a little nap.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly me.
Now I'm just imagining like two construction guys this guy being like, hey, I think this is Edgar Allan Poe's skull. You hearing this?
What do you
think's in here? It sounds like there's a little penny in
You
here or
think they're
something.
picking?
Despite their hardship, one woman who lived there as a child in the 1920s said that the orphans would sing on the front porch every night as townspeople would crowd around the gates and fences to hear them.
Our life is hell. We're all so lonely.
And there's people outside the fences that are like, yay!
Yes! The sad children are singing again.
We won't help you, but we enjoyed the singing. Keep
gather
going.
round, look at the miserable moppets.
That's a weird thing to do.
Also, they probably weren't very good singers.
That's besides the point, but yes.
Now we're going over to YouTube. Why does Shane look like he should be asking, please sir, can I have some more?
I believe that's pronounced, please sir.
Please sir, can I have some more? What? Hashtag roast boredom. I already explained my hands were scabs.
Wait, that...
I was doing the child voice, but also with the roast boredom growl.
I'm just imagining you.
Please sir, can I have some more?
I'd be like, ah!
In 1917, John Galvin, a man claiming to be a detective at Scotland Yard, grabbed a woman and reportedly declared, quote, I know you, Dorothy Arnold. I've got you at last, end quote. The woman, not Dorothy Arnold, but rather a Mrs. Smith, begged strangers around her to help, but Galvin insisted he was a detective. He marched her into an NYPD precinct where officers let Mrs. Smith go and sent Galvin to Bellevue Hospital for observation.
I know you, Dorothy Arnold. Come with me.
I've got you at last. Another case cracked for Galvin.
Imagine being on the subway, maybe you have your AirPods in and some grown man grabs you by the shoulders, looks you in your eyes and shakes you and goes, I've got you.
Probably happens a lot in New York, I'm guessing.
Probably true, the subway and such, but
It's a wild place.
not only did he grab her, it's not like this was a moment of terror, just a moment.
He marched her-
He marched her to the police station, made her get off the subway, walked with her, I'm assuming, while holding her shoulder still. That's insane.
Imagine the people at the precinct, too. This man shows up and he's like, it's the missing lady! We've got her at last! They're like, ma'am, do you have any ID? She takes it out and they're like, why don't we get this guy somewhere quickly that is padded?
I've cracked it! Here she is! Dorothy! Give me the money! Now! Sometimes things could make you sad. You know all about that, right? Master of emotions.
I cry all the time. I cried at Little Women a year ago.
The film, right?
No, I just saw some Little Women on the street and I sobbed.
Why are they so little? It's the way you said it. It really sounded like you were at Ralph's and you saw some like little women picking out fruit.
Hoist the jib. Is that a thing?
We're just gonna shout out boat turd.
Hoist the jib!
Starboard!
Port!
I'm gonna go use the head.
On blue skies at night, sailors getting fights. Blue skies in the morning, Oh, what a beautiful morning.
At the time of his death, Cannizzaro was living with his mother and over 30 cats in the Agora Hills neighborhood of western LA County. He was hoping to create a birth control serum for cats and had asked some of his old pals in Las Vegas for funding.
Very funny that this man has 30 cats and is trying desperately to stop them breeding.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I like to think he had 2 cats and then a year later had 30 cats and is like, I gotta shut this down.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's something you disclose to your mob buddies. Like you're tossing back beers and like, I got 30 cats working on a serum.
Yeah, everyone's probably like telling him crazy stories like, well, I got 30 cats. And everyone's like, he's like, I'm trying to.
Who brought the cat?
I'm trying to stop them.
I'm trying to stop them from boning. It's controlling my mind. I got a serum. You want to try it?
I'm working on a serum.
Also, I hate that he calls it a serum. It makes me feel like he is doing some like
working on
garage science.
A
with
special little juice that I inject into testicles.
Eddie, get out of the garage! Stop working on your damn serum!
Shut up, mother!
Quote, I'll have Mo shot, chop his body up, and feed it to the Flamingo Hotel's kitchen garbage disposal. End quote.
I thought you were gonna say he was gonna feed him to the flamingos, and that would have been cool as hell.
So we're going into the theater now. This is also the funeral room.
One ticket to the funeral, please.
Not 2? You're not going to treat me?
2 tickets for the funeral. Me and my buddy are here to check out that dead body.
All right. Well, let's just go inside. You ruined it.
And a popcorn.
That I like that.
Popcorn at a wake? We both gotta make sure that's in our will.
Oh, it definitely will be.
Things would take a turn in 1832 when Stefan reportedly fell off a carriage and landed on a pitchfork. Miraculously, he survived the fall and was taken home, but tragically died later that night.
I mean, probably a good thing that pitchforks have largely gone out of fashion because
Exactly.
people had to be using those things left and right to murder, right?
Well, this guy got killed like he was one of the victims in a Halloween film. Like he got murdered by Michael Myers.
Well, you really gotta wind up on those things, huh? Because it's really like a.
Yeah, he's like a teen banging on a haystack.
He knocked my damn hat off. I was murdering so hard.
That's why Michael Myers doesn't wear a hat.
That's right. That's why Michael Myers doesn't wear one of these hats.
I bet you he was in the mirror when he was trying things on, like the mask, and he was like,
is this scary? Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop,
and then he started doing his like, no, it gets in the way.
You'd get a new Pixar film.
Sure.
I'll do a little more research on this on my own time, see how it stacks up.
Don't you touch my case file ever again. Get your...
Yeah, I licked it.
Smells like vinegar.
Yeah.
You have salt and vinegar chips?
No, that's just me. Back to Grahamtown.
You know when your feet fall asleep, it's like that,
Yes.
but it's on my palms.
Well, that's not good.
A bunch of little needles dancing
Wait,
on my...
put your hand down.
No, now they're tingly again.
No.
Used the service club every day.
If I was rich enough to own a castle,
What would you do with
I
it?
would empty it out
Yeah?
and I would hire strictly Dracula reenactors. And I would have him walk around the castle at different points. Maybe he's in one window and another one who looks identical is in another window. Mainly just for people in the town to think, I think that castle up there's haunted by Dracula.
Haunted by a Dracula.
It's haunted by Dracula.
Would there be
I
like
would
a
not-
break room where all the different Draculas were
course.
like, did Ryan like what you did today?
And I would have a bunch of little cameras around to watch. And I'd have like a headset.
Dracula 3? Dracula 3 to the west window?
It'd be great. It'd be great. And I would make sure it was not open to the public, and it would be mainly my little mystery mansion.
Well, this is deranged.
I don't think it's that deranged.
Okay.
It would be non-for-profit.
Well, clearly.
And also-
You're not going to make a profit on
Absolutely
buying a castle and staffing it with Dracula actors.
But this is-
What kind of profit would you turn from that?
Spiritual profit.
This is insane.
Maybe I'll throw a Frankenstein in there. I don't know.
That'd be good.
Oh, now it's good?
I like that.
And I could cast you.
I'll do it.
I'll save money on makeup. This is an aspirational tale for all you out there. If Vincent van Gogh is going through this similar struggle, you can make something of yourself.
Just out there with his brush, saying, I'll put this on something. You put it in front of me, I'll put it to it.
I feel like you
Yeah.
can word that better.
Yeah, no. It's probably exactly what he said to people. I'll put this on
Give
something.
me a job, I'll put this on something.
I'll put this on something, you put it in front of me, I'll put it to it.